your daily tarot and guidance reading. Today is April 4th, 2022. My name is TJ, and I am a diviner, a student of light, and a spreader of light and love. This is a pick-a-card style reading, and we will be using two different decks. We have an Angel Oracle deck, and we also have the Smith-White Tarot deck in a Game of Thrones theme. We will be using stones to represent each grouping. The first reading will be represented by the blue Caribbean Calcite. The second group will be represented by the Grape Agate, and the third reading will be represented by the Desert Rose. If you would like, please take a moment to pause the video to see and feel which grouping resonates with you, or you can go to the description box below and hit on your timestamp to go directly to your reading. All right, let's get started with the first reading represented by the blue Caribbean Calcite. Your Angel Oracle card is Wedding, and as you can see, this deck is well loved. And this card says, wedding is the union of two souls joined in love, mutual respect, and commitment. It signifies a desire to deepen love over time. Your wedding day is a testament to your well-founded investment in love's power. Continually breathe life and faith and love, dearest one. So is this involving a marriage? Is this involving a partnership? Let's see. So you have the Three of Coins in reverse, and the Three of Coins often represents institutions. And this is an illustration of a structure built by someone who is following the faith of the Seven in the series. And here you also have the Five of Coins in reverse. So this is a money reading. You know, yesterday's reading was also related a lot to finance and money, so I would suggest you listen to it. I'm getting the indication today, okay, blue Caribbean Calcite, I'm getting the indication today that perhaps you're in some sort of relationship dynamic that where you feel perhaps one party isn't really investing in it anymore or not feeling interested anymore. And there is the potential for there to be an ending to the union, but it's not because there isn't love, it's just because the effort isn't being put to deal with whatever needs to be dealt with. Because the Five of Coins in reverse is, you know, feeling like you're not having enough, or actually having some sort of finance be at risk because of a challenge within a relationship dynamic. So let's say this is a romantic reading, as we do have the wedding card here. So perhaps there is one person in the relationship, again, who is feeling like they're not wanting to invest any more time in the relationship, or they're just not interested in anymore. But then there's also a financial repercussion. Maybe perhaps people are living together, they're sharing the rent, whatever it is, and that's going to impact what's going on here. Let's say this is in regards to work. Maybe you were working at a place where you're starting to feel uninspired, or you don't feel like your values are in line with the institution anymore. Again, this is a card of institutions, and perhaps your fear for leaving them is that you'll have a financial repercussion, or you're not sure if you will. So I'm getting the feeling that that's the type of scenario we're encountering today. Now, blue Caribbean Calcite, you chose this grouping, and the neat thing about this stone is that it helps to enhance one's psychic abilities, you know, just drawing in the energies and their intuition and finding meaning in them. And it also helps with your dreams. So blue Caribbean Calcite group, I'm getting the indication today that you might be in a challenge position where in some sort of dynamic, be romantic or be related to work or money, that there, for whatever reason, there seems to be a lack of interest or lack of investment from one party. And because of this, it could have a potentially strong or effective, you know, effect on things. But you're being encouraged to find solace in your dreams and answers in your dreams. You might be receiving messages from there. And if you aren't, then please take the time to make sure that you are sleeping. All right, well, blue Caribbean Calcite group, I hope that all works out for you. Remember that you also have power and impact in the dynamic, no matter what the dynamic is, and there is nothing wrong with you wanting to take care of yourself, your mental, your physical, your spiritual well-being, and taking steps to ensure that those things are taken care of and secured. If you enjoyed this reading or felt like it resonated with you, please let me know in the comments below. And don't forget to like and subscribe. I would advise you to listen to the other readings as they tend to be related. Let's move on to the second reading represented by the Grape Agate. Again, another well-loved card. And here you have the Angel Oracle card, Be Honest with Yourself. And there's an angel with clouds behind them. And they are holding themselves. They are making themselves feel secure. Have you received a hug today? I'm giving you a virtual hug right now. Imagine you are being surrounded by warmth. There's something beautiful about that. You know, when our torso is warmed, kept at a good temperature, obviously it helps to regulate the rest of us. And when you give someone a hug, again, you're going for that torso. You're going for that main structure in your body. Let's read the card. It says, look into your heart and you will know the truth of the situation. It's safe to admit the truth to yourself, for we will support and guide you through the necessary changes. Lean upon us for courage and strength to take good care of yourself. Focus only upon your desires and they'll come to you upon your angel's wings. So, you know, Grape Agate group, it's so important to know that you always have support. Even if you feel like there aren't people physically around you, know that the energies of your loved ones past, even if you've never met them, of our Creator, of those you don't even know who care for you, that energy is always with and around you and in you. So if you're feeling moments of depletion, if you don't have the strength in yourself to keep yourself up, lean upon that. Lean upon them. Lean upon the other energies around you. If that means sitting in a chair for a minute, holding a pillow, you lean upon that. All right, I felt the need to say that. Let's look at your Smith-White Tarot cards. You have the Hierophant in reverse, and this is a picture of Varys. I love Varys. He's such an awesome character. And you also have the Death position in the upright position. The Death position in the upright position. Sounds like poetry. So Grape Agate group, I'm getting the indication today that perhaps in your heart you were worried about something. Perhaps you felt like maybe you weren't taking the right direction about something. Follow your intuition. I'm getting the indication that perhaps you know that the direction wasn't maybe the right way or the right thing. There's something that you're aware of that you know isn't quite the way that it should be, and you're in a position to make a change and to start anew. And the cool thing is that I love saying that because there's always a bright side to this. That's the beautiful thing, right? There's always room for progress. The cool thing is that when you get the Death card in the upright position, the changes that need to happen rather quickly. They happen rather swiftly. So Grape Agate group, this is wonderful. If you're able to recognize something, that means that you're able to take the necessary steps to make it a positive for you. And once you're able to make it a positive thing, and that will bring an end to whatever it is that you need to end, those wonderful, aspects will come forth and you'll be able to bask in that. So Grape Agate group, I hope that today when you are able to face whatever it is with honesty and with love, that you gain the courage, even if you don't have it in yourself, if you need to lean upon others to make those changes that are only going to benefit you. Let's say you're in a relationship. Maybe you're going to see things for how they really are, and that might prompt an end from maybe even someone else, maybe the other person, maybe yourself. Maybe in regards to a work situation, you know that things are not aligning. Your mindsets aren't intact. I have a feeling this is related. I keep saying that. I'm not trying to sound like a broken record. But, maybe you realize that there is a lack of alignment, and that's going to prompt you to make a change in, where you invest your time. So Grape Agate group, I hope you enjoyed this reading. It seems like, there's some really big transformations that are happening today, or that are starting today. When you're able to look at a situation honestly and for what it is, you can make real steps to have real change and real progress. If you enjoyed this reading and felt like it resonated with you, give me a like and subscribe, and certainly come back for tomorrow's reading. I hope you enjoyed it, and listen to the next one. Maybe it will help to paint the picture a little bit more. All right, let's move on to the last reading, and that is represented by the Desert Rose. Your angel oracle card is there's nothing to worry about. And here you have an angel in outer space. They're holding a dove. There's a rainbow, an atom symbol, an Earth-like planet beyond them, and this wonderful cluster of stars. It says there's nothing to worry about. There's nothing to worry about. You are safe, and this situation is under the perfect control of divine providence and universal order. Only infuse loving thoughts and emotions into the situation to ensure that the highest possible outcome flows effortlessly to and through you. You know, that sweet balance of effort and ease. When you get that in a rhythm going, oh, it's like a hot knife in butter. It's fantastic. Things happen and it doesn't feel like work, but there is energy and an effort being made, and progress is being made too. It's such a beautiful thing. So here you have the Page of Spears in reverse, a Marine soldier, a card of communication challenges, having a hard time speaking. I've had a bit of a hard time speaking today too, actually. And you also have the Moon card in reverse, a card of blocked emotions and, you know, again, blockages, creativity blocks. All right, so Desert Rose Group, I'm getting the indication today that perhaps you were feeling a little bit ungrounded. Maybe you were having a hard time getting a point across, and maybe it's because of some things that were happening in the background. And because of this, maybe you have a sense of worry that your message wasn't heard, or that things are not going to happen in a way that are going to work out for you because you weren't able to communicate clearly. You know, communication is so important. It doesn't matter what type of relationship you're in, your relationship with, you know, a romantic partner, your relationship with your family, your relationship with your colleagues and your peers. All relationships require work and respect and communication, and all relationships are susceptible to times of miscommunication and challenge, right? Sometimes we just have a hard time. Sometimes we're just having a day where our mouth is a little bit dry. And sometimes our mind space is occupied, and what we are wanting to communicate in a particular exchange, in a particular conversation, doesn't always get across because, you know, our mind and our body are not in alignment, so there is miscommunication. So I'm getting the indication that perhaps you're worried about some sort of miscommunication that has happened. Maybe you had something on your mind. So maybe if you're in school, you had a presentation, but you didn't do so well, or you feel like you didn't do so well because you were worried about some things that were happening at home. You know, that could even, again, that could go with work too. Maybe in a romantic dynamic, you were worried about money, and your partner was trying to, you know, talk to you about something, but you weren't able to, you know, get your point across because you had the other concerns on your mind. Don't worry about it. We all have these moments. We all have those days. We all have those periods. Give yourself grace. Give yourself time. Take a deep breath. And, you know, keep it going. You don't need to hold on to that for long. We all have those moments. These things happen to everybody. And there's nothing to worry about. If you enjoyed this reading, don't forget to like and subscribe. And certainly come back for tomorrow's reading. Take care, and I'll see you then. Bye.